If I had titties, I would flash them right now at the end of it because this song is so good. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Chats with Sweetie. And of course, the stars of Chats with Sweetie are my beautiful and amazing and adorable wife, Belen.
That did not sound very sincere.
Also, behind the keyboards, we have Sergio, incredible gentleman and a class act of a man. And obviously, you have me, Alejandro, the internet's disappointment. Why are you laughing so hard? We've been a little bit out of the picture because we've been building the house. We've been building the studio. I made a few videos the other day and I posted one. And unfortunately, there's a lot of echo in this room. So
there is.
We got to make sure to talk really close to the microphones right now. So we apologize for the sound quality. It's all on Sergio's back. It's all his fault. No. The reality is we're waiting for a lot of stuff that's supposed to get here. But it hasn't gotten here, right, sweetie?
No. Our rug was supposed to arrive yesterday. But as I'm learning with placing a lot of furniture orders, everything's delayed 10,000 years. So
I know. So, sweetie, we're going to touch on a few things. I want to start by asking you, how's this move been for you? And also, by the way, this show is not sponsored by Aileron.
No?
It's just no one's willing to pay us any money, so I might as well just milk the exposure, even though it's not for sale in the United States yet. But September, that's a different story, bitches. So, how was your week, sweetie? I'm sorry.
No, you asked me another question.
Yeah, how was moving to the new place? Are you adapting? What's been going on in your daily life? What do you like? What don't? What gives you the itchies? Do you have allergies like I do? Because I am fucking dying right now, people.
He is. He's sneezed about 87 times.
So?
It has been exhausting, but very rewarding.
Yeah.
Every week feels like, we're getting closer and closer to being done and not having 50 people in the house every day, which is pretty exciting.
The reason why we have 50 people in the house, we're doing construction at the same time that we're moving in, and we're adapting every single room and every single place to our liking.
Correct.
And obviously in construction, you get to a point where pretty much everything is done and there's just like tiny little things that are missing and that you need to fix. And
it's called the punch list. If we're being,
I think we're still before the punch list.
No, we're in the punch list right now.
You think so?
Yeah. So the punch list is basically when
I refuse to believe anything you're saying right now. But anyways, go on.
I thought you were having a seizure.
No.
So basically, like Alejandro said, we've been remodeling and we moved in basically when the house was, would you say 75% done?
Yeah.
So we knew that was a risk moving in while they were still finishing up the rooms. But
why did we do it?
Because there was no more Airbnbs. We could not switch Airbnbs, and we were probably going to get divorced if we got into another Airbnb.
Most likely.
So
I was going to set the whole fucking place on fire too.
I was going to set you on fire. So I mean, a lot of people. That's how a lot of people do construction: is living in the house, which is.
Yeah, that's Fiona crying, guys. And she's going to be crying the whole time because for some reason we got her here. I'm sorry. Go on.
Because she would have cried outside.
Yeah.
Which is really insane to me that people do construction while living in their house. But 90% of people do this.
I know.
Which is fucking insane.
Which, by the way, we would have been able to be perfectly fine if we would have been able to not have the storm and then be able to get an Airbnb that lasted the 2-3 months, whatever long it was going to be. But unfortunately, that wasn't the case. And a lot of people were asking me, why didn't you just do it from California? Because if you're not around a construction project, nothing ever gets done.
Also,
that's as someone who comes from a lot of experience, I'm just letting you know. That's the deal.
Nice backdoor brag.
Well,
another reason why we couldn't do it from California is because we were in a rental in California and our lease was up. So we couldn't stay in California anyways. Because a lot of people were asking me that too. It's like, yo, we didn't choose
to end the lease at that point.
Yeah, like it was all a clusterfuck at the same time, but it is what it is. But anyway, so moving overall, like now I feel you know, it's going to be really weird when no one comes to the house. It's just the two of us and there's like no construction or deliveries or, you know, installations happening. But overall, I would say it was really, really, really stressful. I mean, Sergio almost had to have appendicitis emergency surgery.
Oh yeah. My God.
We all fell apart. You know, Rodrigo's, you know, when he first got here, his apartment getting destroyed
by the storm.
By the storm.
He still doesn't live there, by the way.
Not that this compares to either one of them, but remember like 2 days before we were moving in, my piercing that's 2 years old got infected and my earlobe turned purple.
Oh yeah. That was just another one to add to the list.
So, it's really,
I'm bloated. I mean, that
has nothing to do with the move. That's the salamis and the cheeses every night. So I think at least for me, every week I feel more settled and it feels more like our home and more like our space because things are getting installed and hung and it's an amazing feeling. It feels like it's taking us, I mean, almost 6 months to get here because what a lot of people don't realize is this journey for us started in November.
Yeah.
When we first came out here and we looked at homes, in the back of our mind, we knew, okay, we're moving. And then, you know, we went through the process of purchasing the house and then waiting and then making sure escrow closed. And that itself is really draining and emotional because you're like, anything can happen. And it was the holidays and obviously COVID. So there were so many different things.
Well, I think what started to get crazy with the house was right in the middle of our escrow because our house was on the market for 60 days, which is pretty average for Austin.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, and this is something that I'm so glad that we decided, you know what, let's not, because we were going to move in March. We were like, let's wait in March, we'll buy a house. And as we were seeing all of the market progress, I think we should go get it right now. The interest rate is at the cheapest you'll ever find. And then also it coincided. By the way, that's not genius, but it coincided. We knew that Austin was going to blow up, but we didn't realize it was going to blow up
to this
the next day, like literally the next day. And when we got the house, we didn't know that the storm was going to happen. So in the middle of escrow, there's a ploy, right? Like after a certain amount of time, you have contingencies in place for either pulling out or going all the way in. Once you lift contingencies, that means I'm saying everything in the house looks fine, or, you know, you got to fix all these things in the house and then I'll buy it. So every single time I do a purchase, I get close to the end of my contingencies. I do all of my stuff before, and getting closer to the end of my contingencies, what I do is I look at the market all around me and I like to see what's available, so that I can tell the owner, I am sorry, buddy, but that is cheaper and that doesn't have like A, B, and C problems.
Right.
And you do. And when it came time to do that, I went and looked at the properties and I just couldn't find anything. And I'm like, this is before the storm. And
the storm was February.
So I called our realtor and I'm like, what's going on? Why is there no properties listed? And she goes, oh, everything is sold. There are not enough properties here. And I go, oh shit. I got to close. And, you know, we got a great fucking deal in this house, thank God, because I don't think if we would have waited 15 days more, the difference in price that we would have had to pay for something like this would be insane. Yeah, it would be mandingo, like big, like huge. So I'm sorry, you were saying we got very, very, very lucky with the whole process. And then once we decided, like, that's the house, let's purchase it, we closed escrow. We were like, all right, we got to move out of the other house. And we were planning on coming here, but then the storm happened.
Right. But what I was saying is it's been such a long journey. And because in the back of our mind, we were like, we have to be out by February 1st. So even in November, we were like, it's going to be February before we know it. And then with the holidays, everything just gets so sped up. So it's been, you know, a long couple months to get to where we are right now. Yeah. So it feels so good to be where we are right now. And like, I think it's safe to say we're in the home stretch right now of like renovations and getting settled and just like some furniture being delivered. But for me personally, I can't wait to have a structured routine again, because as you know, and I've mentioned many times, I thrive off routine, and I haven't had a routine since February.
Yeah, no, it's been impossible.
It's been impossible. So
I mean, I've been trying to do mushrooms in my own house, and there's fucking people running in and out, left and right. And I'm like,
as long as it's about that, you know,
it's where I meditate. It's important for me.
Well, I'm just saying I can't.
I'm like Mario. I like mushrooms.
You are like Mario.
I like to step in. I don't know.
Mario likes cheese too, huh?
I don't know if he does, but he should.
But yeah, because, you know, even with the being in the house, I haven't been able to have a routine because I'm up at 6:30 because the workers come at 7 and they're here from 7 to 7. So I can't leave. I can't go do things. So every week I'm getting closer to being able to get into a structured routine, which is what I personally like and thrive off of.
Yeah.
So, but what about you?
No. But how's the move though? Like, are you getting used to the house, the property, the scorpions?
No.
What's going on?
So we have scorpions. Which,
no, we don't. They're just around. They're not ours.
Well, I did find out that because we had construction, we basically disrupted scorpions. So they're going to show up a little bit more than normal because they don't like the rumble. But I feel really comfortable in this house.
You mean rubble?
What'd I say?
Rumble.
Oh, yeah. I feel super comfortable in the house. Like, it's large, but it doesn't feel large because all of our main rooms are downstairs. So we don't need to go upstairs. Upstairs is just like almost separate.
Yeah.
And we're homeowners now. So Alejandro cleans windows and takes the trash out.
That's
it's
right.
really weird, which
that's
you
right.
have to take the trash bins in after this podcast.
Fuck.
But I love the house and I love walking with Fiona if she would just shut up. And I love the neighborhood and the house I can't believe it's ours.
I know. I honestly do feel like it was so good that we went from the first house in Hidden Hills, the huge one that we had, which by the way, I never want a house that big in my life. It is ridiculous to take care of a house that big. For two people, it's insane. It doesn't matter how much money you have. It's just a waste of fucking space. You can pretty much, and we're a living testament of that right now, we can live very comfortably in a space like the one we have right now. And after quarantine, this is what we were saying, like, you want to buy the perfect house. And every single morning I wake up and I go, this fucking place is perfect.
Yeah.
We have, and when we bring people in, this is when you start to really notice and start to really see is our bedroom is fucking massive. Our bathroom is
the bathroom is bigger than the bedroom. I think.
The bathroom is so big. And then you walk in the closet and the closet is huge. And then even in our bathroom, there's a sauna. And even
which we haven't used.
No, because we need to finish some things. And then the shower is fucking huge. Then Tata's space is even out there and it's amazing. Yeah. And then you walk outside and it's all like the living room is just in the living room outside. And the living room and the kitchen are really well connected. Which is what you always wanted. You wanted a kitchen that faced the living room so that you can watch TV while you're cooking, and you know, especially for when I'm watching football, so you can be like, hey, can you do this and this and this and that while I enjoy the games?
And I say, is Jimmy G playing? Can you turn it up?
Well, Jimmy G's about to be out of a job, so
well, I'm sure he'll be fine.
What the fuck? So there you go, people. My wife is in love with Jimmy G. Great. That's what's going on. If I see Jimmy G out here, I'll fucking kick his ass, even though he's like 6'6" and probably destroy me. Fuck him. I'll kick him in the dick.
That's neither here nor there.
I'll kick him in the dick. And then we have a studio, we have a gym, we have an office, one of us.
Soon to be gym.
We have 2 guest rooms. We have our garage. We have a laundry room. Like, there's enough space for everything.
Yeah.
And the outside, I just can't believe every morning when the windows are open and I get to see everything and then walk outside, and then it's so crazy that this is ours.
Well, a couple days ago, or maybe it was last weekend, I can't remember, when we walked by the lake and we were walking in the backyard and we were both like, how is this our house? Like, it's so crazy. And we sat on the swing and it's very healing.
This is what I'm saying.
I think back there.
I do feel altogether that it really helped us to go into the smaller house that we didn't really were in love with, and it wasn't perfect, but we only had 2 weeks to move into. And I thought that was perfect, because if we would have gotten a house back then, which by the way would have been a huge mistake because we had to move out here this year, and that was without knowing. If we would have gotten a house in California, we would have never gotten something like this. And by this I mean something so perfect.
Yeah.
This is so perfect, beyond perfect. Like calling this your HQ is amazing, right? Like your headquarters is amazing. And then you can go, if we want to buy an apartment in Malibu, we can buy a little, a little condo. What are they called when you buy it here in the US?
A condo.
A condo.
A bungalow.
You can buy a condo, like a small something, and then you just go and you have that place, but you have your own big space that is personalized to you from A to Z. And I don't know. It makes me appreciate it so much more, because our bathroom was so small. Our bedroom was so small.
Oh, God, that
our
house.
Kitchen was so small.
Oh, my God. Like you said, it was a good thing that happened. But I think we also got super fortunate that we were able to remodel. And
well, that's what we always wanted to do too.
No. But
so it's at one on top of the other on top of the other.
Well, for me personally, it's woken up a beast inside of me, and it's brought out a passion that now I really enjoy, which is remodeling and interior design.
Yeah.
So that was also really, I always had it in the back of my mind that I liked it, but now actually experiencing it has been really amazing. It's hot in here. You guys, it's very moist.
It is. The humidity is crazy.
The humidity is real in Texas.
And by the way, it's not all the time. You'll have one day which is just like California, and you're like, oh, this is fucking amazing. And then the next day is a little cloudy, and then the next day is there's thunderstorms, and then the next day.
Oh my God, last night was crazy.
Yeah.
There was lightning and thunder.
I like the weather.
It was very romantic.
I was going to say, I like the weather a lot more in here than I like in California.
Okay.
The weather in California, see, here's the thing. She says that, but she didn't appreciate the weather in California. I'm going to tell you why.
We lived in the valley, and it was 1,000 degrees.
It doesn't matter. It rained once a year.
Which I loved.
Twice a year. I love the rain.
I do.
I wish this would happen.
Let the rain fall down.
No, because then you're taking every other day for granted. Okay. But now the variety in weather is like, fuck yeah. Now, whenever we have a good day, I'm like, this is amazing.
Well, I can't wait till it's July and we're having this conversation here. And there's flying wasps and fire ants going up your ass.
Why are they going to go up my ass?
I already know it.
I already encountered the tarantula. I already encountered the snake, which, by the way, went inside the house. Did I tell you that, Sergio?
Yeah.
I was walking in the other day.
Oh, were you walking like?
I was walking outside. I was like this. I was walking outside. For those of you who are not watching on YouTube, I'm sorry for missing out on the performance that I'm giving. I was walking outside through the front of the house, and I just hear like a big something.
Was it your stomach?
And I turn around and I'm like, oh, that must be a bird. And then I pay a little bit closer attention, and it's like the tail of the snake getting into the house through the bottom of it in a corner and just going up and going like inside. And I was like,
and then he comes inside and he goes, sweetie, do you want me to tell you something that's going to make you scared? Or do you not want to know about it? And I go, obviously I want to know about it. He goes, I just saw a snake going up the side of the house and it went in the house. I go, wonderful. Just how you let the scorpion get underneath the fridge. It's like he encourages them because he secretly wants them as pets.
The scorpion is not doing anything. The scorpion hasn't even come out. I'm pretty sure he's dead.
Well.
Or having babies. One of the two. And it's perfectly fine. Scorpions need love too. They're people.
Okay, well.
So what's the deal? You don't like the vegetation out here? Because I rarely see you outside. Yesterday I was enjoying getting stung by every single animal that's out there on mushrooms, staring outside into the horizon.
The couple times I've been outside and it's like, and I'm like, I'm out.
What?
Those hornets? Is that what they are? No fucking way.
There's not that many of them.
They're like, Rrr.
Which, by the way, I was really terrified for Tata because I go and I sit on Tata's little cage. Well, little cage. I sit on Tata's cage, and I saw one of those big hornets coming up to her.
They're violent.
And I was like, oh my God, this is it. This is going to be the end of Tata. And Tata turns around, looks at it, and the first thing she tried to do was catch it to eat it. She's like, and the hornet was like, and just like flew away. I was like, damn.
Well, let me tell you something. I'm not reaching to grab it to eat it. I was at Home Depot 2 days ago, and I got fire ant seeds.
I got to do all of that. And also, our neighbor across the street, he's my hero. He's my fucking hero. He's seeding his grass all the time, which, by the way, I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos on grass things. Sergio, believe it or not, we're going to be doing a lawnmower comparison very soon.
Oh, my God.
I try to contact John Deere, and because obviously I don't fit into the white profile, they were like, oh.
By the way, they're expensive.
I don't think so. They're only like $3,000.
I'm just shocked. Like when I pulled up to Lowe's, $500. It's all.
Those are machines, babe, with engines and like
I'm
cutting
sorry.
blades.
Well, I know this might be shocking, but I don't go shopping for lawnmowers.
Have you seen the Wheel of Fortune episode or the Price is Right episode with Bill Gates?
No.
That's what you probably are. When they're like, how much are the macaronis? And he's like, $34. And they're like, it's $2, sir.
Yeah, that's for sure. Me. God, I love Billy. Well, I can't wait to see you out there in your little.
So this is what I'm saying. So what's going on with the backyard? When are you going to feel comfortable about going outside? When are we going to swim? What's going on?
Okay, well, I can't wait to swim. Hopefully, the pool guy will let me know how to turn the.
But the pool guy has no idea.
Then go out there. Go look at the machine.
But that's what I'm saying. So if the pool guy has no idea, why are you waiting for the pool guy to figure it out?
Because the pool guy, it's very complex. It's the guy who cleans the pool isn't the main dude. The main dude knows how to do all of the machinery and program it in our phones. And he's been in Oklahoma. I don't know.
This is what I'm going to do. I'm open a convocatory. Is that a real word? No?
No.
Okay. It's una convocatoria in Spanish. I'm opening what's it called when you call out for people to do something? I'm calling out for my Mexican people to take over the business of pool cleaning. It's all the white guys doing the pool cleaning, and all they do is they're high as fucking fuck. Whether it's Texas, whether it's
Cali
California.
has the strangest ones, for sure.
Right? Whether it's California, they're all stoned
They're
as
all surfers.
fuck cleaning a pool. And let me be clear, cleaning a pool, with all due respect to anyone who cleans a pool, is not that fucking hard. I think taking care of a garden is way harder. So where my Mexicans at that like to get stoned and clean pools, because you motherfuckers will figure out how to use the pool. This guy has no interest whatsoever in doing anything other than cleaning the pool. It's like, sir, how can we do this? No idea, buddy. Listen, I'm a white guy, so I don't need to know a lot of stuff to be able to do this job.
He really
and get
doesn't
paid
know any.
properly.
Every time I've asked him a question.
So this is what I'm saying. One of my Mexican guys, comment down below, that has an actual pool business. I will fucking hire you on the spot, son. And you better be good, because I ain't hiring you just to be Mexican. I'm hiring you because you're awesome, right? So this is what I'm saying. Let's take control of the pool world, Mr. Mexicans. We got this shit. That's what I'm opening up for. And then we'll promote you guys and your businesses so that other people realize, my God, not only I can hire a Mexican gardener, but also a Mexican pool guy that will actually care about my project and love it and actually help me out, rather than someone who feels like this should be my job and I own it. What do you think?
I think that's a great idea. And on that note, if we could also, I don't know if pledging or putting it out there about a car wash person, because we're having some issues with that.
I got 2 recommendations already. I looked at the guys. They're okay. It's looking okay. I've yet to see how they develop this week on what I'm watching online, because I want to see what they're doing right now.
Well,
because if they're not busy, I don't want these motherfuckers to call me and be like, because they're white guys. Yeah, I love you guys, love you, but I've learned something. You don't put a lot of effort into stuff. The Mexicans work hard.
It's true.
Love you guys.
We're having a lot of, should we elaborate on why we're talking about this?
Why?
Okay.
Why?
Because I didn't explain anything.
Okay.
Just that we're
what are
having
you talking about?
the car wash.
What about it?
We didn't explain what the issue is.
We can't find the you want to explain what happened to us?
Yes. So it's not a thing to have somebody come out to you and wash your cars. And for the past 6 years, actually, we always had somebody come weekly to wash the cars, and it doesn't exist here. And it's outrageously expensive. And the last time my car got cleaned was March 15th. So we really need to find somebody.
It absolutely makes no sense. The guy that we called, of course, white guy from Orange County. My God. And the dude's like, whatever our Mexican guy charged us in LA, that's what he's charging just for an outside shit ass watch.
For one car.
Wash.
It's crazy.
Like, it's
crazy.
nuts. Like, are you kidding me? And we go like, why are you not washing the interior? He goes, no, that's a different service, bro.
Did I tell you this?
I'm like, no, it's not. You go and wash a car outside and inside. And even though you barely wash the outside, sir, you should also barely wash the inside, not just the outside, and then charge for a full price, which is nuts. But this is all it is. It's just shaping up the workforce around here to letting them know you're an entitled fucking asshole. I will go to the person that wants to do the job, and I will find them, and I will promote them, and they'll get your fucking job. I promise you. It's my mission in life to be able to do that right now, because it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, the laziness and like the complacement that these motherfuckers have.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry. I worked really hard to be able to pay someone so they can work really hard, and I can't be working harder than the guy that's doing my shit. That's just unacceptable. And I'm really lazy.
Yeah.
And I'm still working harder than them.
Or you're going to get your own lawnmower and soon you'll be cutting all the neighbors' lawns.
But I am. You know that I am, right?
Last night, you guys, the neighbor, like he said, he was, what is it called?
Seeding.
He pauses the TV and he's like, oh my God, look at the neighbor. He's seeding. And I'm like, what? He's like, look at him. He's just going up and down. Wow. I can't wait to be like him. I can't wait to be like him.
And he has the little thing to like seed the grass. Dude, it's fucking incredible. I'm in. I'm all in.
Great.
That's what's going to happen.
We're going to go to Lowe's
sweetie.
This weekend and you're going to test drive him.
That's right. Sweetie, how was your week?
Sweetie. What day is it? Thursday?
Today's Thursday.
It's been a good week.
What's been important in your week?
Well, I went to a bar class today. I worked out in a studio for the first time.
How was it? No, didn't you go to another one and the lady was like
yes.
talking like a baby?
Okay. So
this is one of the hard things about moving into a new place,
absolutely.
right? Like you got to go and get your new gym. You got to go and get your new
routine.
Yeah.
So I'm putting myself out there. So,
what does that mean?
Maybe meet a friend.
Okay.
Like I have no friends here.
Yeah, me either.
It's really weird. Alejandro is the one who has a social life, and it's honestly very bizarre for me.
It's all of my friends are here.
Yes.
All of them.
All of them.
You were the start, Sergio. Rod was the start, but then there's everybody else. Like all of the boys, like even our partners from Mexico, like that moved out here.
And I feel like
it is crazy.
And I feel like honestly, by the end of this year, you're gonna be like, oh, guess who's moving here? Like there's gonna be more people from your side. Like I just have this gut feeling that that's what's going to happen.
I know 3 more people that are coming.
Okay. So it's very strange, but it's great because we've had like people over for dinner every weekend, which has been really nice to have the house filled and like, it's very warm and I love hosting and entertaining.
Because we haven't been able to do it because of COVID.
No. And because we also haven't been like in a house,
Well, yeah, COVID in the house.
Correct. So it's like very exciting that we're able to do those things. So when I say I'm putting myself out there, I mean like I'm going to, force myself to go to a couple different gym studios and hopefully meet a girlfriend. Although I did make one friend, the girl who does
your hair.
Yes. Who of course is from LA. So
I'm
really branching out, guys.
Really going out there and getting
really
outside your
nice.
comfort zone. Huh?
She's really nice.
So what happened to the first Pilates instructor
I went
lady?
to a Pilates studio, which I was so excited about because I don't know if anyone knows or cares, but I'm obsessed with Pilates. I've done Pilates for over 10 years and I hadn't been in a studio in 14 months. So it was very exciting to go into a studio to be on a reformer. And unfortunately, the instructor talked in baby voice, which nothing in the world bothers me
Please
more.
do her voice. Belen's pretty good at making voices too. I don't understand why. Like it's a great thing that we got going on. Yeah, I know.
So it was me and 3 other women, and the 3 other women were in their 60s. And the instructor was like, okay, now put your footsies in the straps. We're doing leg circles. And 1 and 2. And I was like, end it all for me. Like just end it all. These women are in their 60s, obviously not me. And she's telling us to put our footsies in the straps. I just like, why are you not a kindergarten instructor? She was playing terrible music. So I couldn't concentrate. And then she was like, okay, now we're doing happy baby. Grab onto your footsies. And I was just looking at the clock the whole time. So I'll go back to that studio because it was clean and it was nice. but I will not be taking her class.
That's what I was going to say. It's really fucking hard to go to a class or anything you're doing publicly where the instructor
sucks.
Not only sucks, but has like a pet peeve of yours. Like to me is if anyone in the same way, if you're talking to me like a baby, no, absolutely not. And also bad music.
Oh, it was a deal. It was a deal breaker on so many levels.
But you got to go out there and try it.
For sure. And I said that from the beginning, but it's like, I got a vibe with the instructor. And like, I still Zoom with my Pilates instructor that's in LA because she's amazing.
Yeah.
And we have very similar personalities. And it's like, she's tough, like you're there to get a workout, not to be talked to like you're 5 years old. So right. I was pretty bummed when I left, but
the one today was pretty good.
The one today was a bar class, which is different from Pilates, and it was good. It was just...
Is there a pole involved or something?
So it's against the mirror. It's kind of like ballet. It's very hard.
How can you even do that?
So sore.
Belen is as flexible.
Oh, that's why I'm dying. She was like, all right.
Belen's as flexible as this pen.
Literally, which is weird because it's because of my stress and anxiety. I carry everything in my joints. But anyways, so that was a highlight for me this week. I also booked my trip to LA in May. I have a photo shoot, which I'm really excited about. And
for your clothing line.
For my clothing line.
Is there anything new you're working on? What the hell are you doing?
Yes. So
what's going on? Hey, what's going on over here?
Oh boy. Here come the accents. So I was planning on going into spring and summer production in February, but with the enormous move, like moving out of state and remodeling, I put a pause on production. I mentally could not take on
for a new collection.
Spring and summer.
Yeah. But that's for everybody that doesn't really know fashion.
Okay, well, it was spring and summer collection. And I was already behind. I should have started it in December. But again, with the move and everything, I had a lot going on. And I just had a lot of anxiety going into production in February with the move going on and just handling the remodeling, the budgeting, and then having to do that essentially kind of the same with a collection. I had to put a pause in it because I could not give it my full attention. I had to give my full attention to the move and to the renovation. So I, about 2 weeks ago, kind of started getting back into the groove of getting into production. So I'm working on summer right now, which is not going to be very big, but still about 6 new pieces. And I'm really excited to get back into work and
just so
my
I
passion.
understand, after summer, how many more collections are you going to do before the end of the year?
So right now, because I have summer all like lined up, I'm working on fall, winter. So you have to be basically like 4 to 6 months ahead.
Yeah.
But that doesn't personally really work for me because I like to design things in the moment and what I'm wearing and what my mood is. So I kind of go against the typical rules of fashion, but I am trying to get better with it because right now working on my fall samples, getting them perfect. Then in August, I can be like, here's my purchase order, which is a PO. Let's go into production, which takes 4 to 6 weeks so that I can get the photo shoot and everything done. So it goes live mid-September, October, which is fall.
Got it.
So I'm really looking forward to going back in May and having a busy week and having a photo shoot and just seeing everything come to life.
Let me tell you something, Sergio. Let me tell you something about what she's talking about. Because she's going to go back to LA in May. Do you know what? She was in LA not that long ago, right? Do you know what car she had? Do you know what car? She rented a convertible BMW. Okay?
Listen.
Hang on. Every time Sergio and I travel and Belen books my transportation, Sergio,
first of all, I don't book it.
Okay, so let me ask you this. On this one, you were like, I am going to book it because...
Me?
Yeah, for you. You were like, I'm not going to book Alejandro's, but on this one, I am going to book it myself.
My dad booked it.
Mm-hmm.
My dad booked it.
Uh-huh.
But finish your story because I have something I want to add to it.
Okay. So she got a BMW convertible, Sergio. Meanwhile, Sergio and I, every time we travel... we don't get the shittiest of the shittiest. We get, if there's like a bottom tier of shitty, like a bottom, like, it's like someone's calling the rental companies like, hey, I'm looking to get treated like absolute garbage. A car that's absolute shit. And also the biggest waiting line. Perfect. I'll take that.
First of all, like I have any control over a waiting line.
So it goes like that. Then my dear over here flies to LA, gets a convertible, a BMW.
I was fucking living.
Blah, blah, blah.
I loved
Doesn't have to wait. Right now, she's going back in May. BMW itself, BMW, Sergio, is loaning her an M8 competition.
Listen.
Okay.
My girl Sue hooked me up.
Okay. An M8 competition.
I can't.
That is a $120,000 car, or $150,000 car. She's getting to ride around.
I got 3 different options.
Meanwhile, the last car that Sergio and I got was like a Versa.
Did I tell you something?
What, babe? What do you want to tell me? Go ahead. I'm all ears. Hang on. Let me drink this.
You should drink this because I'm about to lay it on you. This is what you always say. I don't give a shit. I'll sleep on the floor. I don't care what I drive. Okay. Well, I took it literally, and that's it. So you got what you say you don't care. I care. I care. I will admit it. I'm a bougie, high maintenance person, and I didn't want to be in a green Ford Fiesta.
You guys see the problem here. There's a double standard.
No, there's not. You always say you don't give a shit. I'll sleep on the floor. I don't need to stay there. I don't need to do this. Okay. There you go. I listened to you for the first time ever.
Isn't that the first time ever? And this is what she listens to me for. Isn't that just fucking wonderful?
I'm just saying.
Ain't that just fucking
Sergio, like when the storm was happening, you were like, I would have been there with Tata. I would have been surviving just fine.
Let me just repeat this one more time, Sergio. M8 competition.
Listen,
for Belen.
What else does she offer me? An M5,
an X5M, and an M5 competition. The 2021 ones.
Which one did I get?
I can't remember which one you chose. I thought you chose the M8, didn't you? The coupe? Yeah, you did. Like, because I'm like, what do you want, babe? And she goes, I want the coolest. I'm like, but what are you going to be doing? She's like, I have a photo shoot and this and that. Listen, so this is where the bullshit curtain for Belen falls completely, okay?
There's no bullshit. I'm very transparent about what I like and my expectations and my standards.
Let's hear about this. She's like, I want something that definitely will work for me because I have a photo shoot and I'm busy and I got to go downtown. And I'm like,
no, I didn't get the coupe. I got the SUV.
Did you?
Yeah, it was the 6.
Interesting. The X6M.
That's what I got.
I don't know if she did.
I did.
It was actually really hard for me to be able to get her to turn to that because I was like, well,
I said, because I want to be up high. That's what I said.
If you're doing this, you should get that. And she goes, no, I want something pretty and cool. So I said, fine, then get the M8. And then after like 20 minutes, she comes back and she's like, I want to be high up. Should I get the SUV? I'm like, well, what do you think? What do you think?
Look, don't hate, all right? Just because
I will absolutely hate. Sergio, you're directly affected by this. Like, do you understand we're in a problem?
When Sergio traveled with me, we traveled great. So.
All right. Well, sweetie. What these motherfuckers? Why are you singing Chats with Sweetie now?
Because it puts me in a good mood.
What else? What else did you do this week? Did you book anything else luxurious? Well,
I did actually, yes.
What else?
No, but I'm really like that made my week booking my trip and like knowing I have the photo shoot and like I'm really looking forward to getting back on the saddle.
Oh, what saddle?
Of work. Another highlight I had this week was going to Lowe's and getting all the plants for our house and potting and planting them in the pot. And I cooked every night this week so far. So that's been always brings me a lot of joy.
Yeah. Do we have more cheeses?
We do.
Just asking for a friend. Okay.
How was your week, Sweetie Sweets? You've had a really busy week. My sweetie's busy every day.
I've had, I think, the craziest few months of my life. Forget about the moving. So this week, by now, this is coming out Sunday or Monday, right, Sergio? Okay, so I can talk about this. We've created a water company in Mexico. And it's called We Are Water People, really water people. And the reason why we made that is a friend of mine, his name is Juan Pazurita. He's a massive fucking influencer, massive. He's got 25 million followers just on Instagram in one account. On his second account, which mind you, his second account, he only has like 10 or 11 million.
Damn.
I'm like, can I please have your second Instagram account? Yeah. I beg you. So he's a really well-known guy, and
a very nice guy.
He's a very nice fucking dude. Like, we met him in the Aileron party in Mexico. I knew, obviously, we've talked before online and whatnot because he's friends with Hookah and all of those guys. But Juanpa reached out and said, hey, dude, I found the problem that we have in Mexico, and I'm looking for people to support the cause and this and that. And the problem in Mexico is we don't have enough pure water. All of the bottled water that we drink, even in the United States, like that essential water, is purified water. Purified water goes through a process that takes everything away from that water, even if it's alkaline or whatnot. When you purify the water, that means the water has no properties of value. So whenever you're drinking it, you're drinking something that takes away from you, because that water, once it goes through your body, takes away those minerals that you need. And if you drink actual pure water, which is what we saw in the Zac Efron documentary.
Fantastic
if you drink
documentary.
pure water, like actual water that comes out of the earth, then you have all the minerals that you need. You know, it does go through a process where you clean up all the shit, but all the minerals stay there, so that whenever you're getting hydrated, you're actually hydrating yourself. And this is a big lie that I lived under, like, until we saw that document. That really changed a lot of things in my life.
It was COVID.
It was COVID, and this was one of those things. So you guys can fucking imagine how long ago we're talking about. And Juanpa came in and said, this is a big problem. In Mexico, there's only like 1 or 2 brands that do actual natural water. And I was like, what? And when he brought that up, he says, like, I have this idea. This is what I want to do. Let's push it. And now, finally, after all this time, which has been crazy, we're coming out in Mexico. We're launching in over 16,000 stores.
Damn.
So for you guys to have an idea, IHOP has like 1,000 stores in the worldwide, right? Like 1,000 stores or 2,000 stores tops. Chili's, 1,000 to 2,000 stores in the US. For you guys to measure the level of amount that we're talking about. So we're just opening at 16,000 stores. So you can only imagine the amount of production that we had to do. And not only production, we had to get ready too for once we run out of water for the first time, you got to have another batch ready to go. And servicing 16,000 stores is a pain in the ass. We were supposed to come out last week, but once we started fulfilling to every single store, we realized, man, we have so many stores to just deliver to. And yeah, there are systems in Mexico where you can deliver to a place called Acetis, and those guys take it to those regions, but you still have to deliver to all these regions, and it's really fucking expensive. And you're placing. And last week, we were supposed to come out on Thursday. We announced it on Thursday, and this Monday we were going to come out. And we didn't, because we were only, and I mean, quote unquote, only in 10,000 stores out of the 16,000. So we wanted to make sure that at least by this week, we're in almost all 16,000 stores. And right now, what I've had all of my partners do is, and it's the Mezcal Aileron guys and also those guys. And we have an incredible group of producers. They're called Jungle Group guys. They're fucking incredible.
I like that name.
And yeah, they're fucking epic people too. So those guys are the ones in charge of like all of the operation and all the ins and outs. They're unbelievable. Like how well managed they are, how well organized they are. And it's 2 young kids, like my age and a little younger. Like it's unreal seeing that level of professionalism coming out of that.
And execution.
The execution is unbelievable. So we're coming in, we have all these calendars, whatnot. And the last couple of months has been insane as far as work goes. I haven't had a chance to make car videos just because I've been doing that.
Yeah,
so
it's been exhausting watching you.
Yeah.
So I can imagine.
And you guys know what the worst part of it is? Sergio and Rod already went, because once you finish all of your paperwork, once you finish all of the establishing everything, once you finish your production fucking hurdles, when you finish your distribution strategy and plan and placement, then comes the fun stuff, which is you get together with all of your friends. You go create stories. Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing? Because this would only happen to me?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So once you create this monster, which by the way is humongous in Mexico, Aileron is only in a couple hundred stores, right? And that's still huge. Like that's huge. This is unreal. And in here, we're talking about 16,000 stores serving all this shit. I'm so excited. I'm pumped. I'm like, this is the biggest project of my life. Why are you laughing? You guys see that my life is a fucking comedy.
It is.
It's a tragic comedy, like not
unfolding every day.
It is. So we finished all of this, and then it comes time like, all right, we got to go to Mexico and do all of the release stuff. Like, we're going to create the website. We're going to get all the materials. We're going to do all of the videos. We're going to do our photo shoots. We're going to everything that you can imagine for a release.
And going to an amazing location.
Like unreal with a great, and again, with your friends, which is the greatest thing about creating something like this. Like, these are my friends that actually work, that really are fucking the shit. And we've been killing it now for a year and a year and a half now with Aileron. So I'm excited because this is not like I get to work with like a bunch of fucking assholes that are going to betray me or whatever. Like, this is it. And the moment that happens, I get my my US passport, which again is another highlight of my life. Like, I finally get to do this. I finally get to stay here forever. I can be an entitled asshole and the cop can't do anything to me anymore. Like, I got this. And they took away my green card so that I can get my passport without any heads up.
You also didn't ask the question, sweetie.
No, without any fucking heads up. They take it away and I go, all right, well, I can get my passport in 7 to 10 days. So I'll be able to go to all my photo shoots. Wrong. It's 4 to 6 weeks,
and that's expedited.
Because of COVID, and that's expedited.
Well,
so that means Sergio had to go to Mexico to film everything. That means I had to send Rodrigo because we have a podcast together, and everybody says like we look identical. So I was like, oh yeah, motherfuckers, we look identical. I'm gonna use Rod, and I'm gonna dress him up like me, and he's gonna be me in the photo shoot. Sorry, sweetie, I got the burpees.
You should apologize to everyone else.
No, fuck those guys. I got the burpees.
Oh,
yeah, I couldn't go to like the fun part. And I was like,
not to interrupt you, but like you always say, you have the best luck and the worst luck, and it's always balancing itself out. So,
I understand. Listen, I'm just venting right now. I'm not like gonna kill myself or I'm depressed or anything. I'm sure if this would have happened earlier to me in my career, I'd be like
devastated.
I
mean, you're crushed, but
I mean, listen, there's a sadness that comes with it, but also I know all the stuff that's coming with it. So I'm not butthurt or anything like that. It's just like, God damn it, of course. Now it's more like an of course that had to happen to me. That's why we created Swipe, sweetie.
Well, when I, go to Italy in a couple weeks, I'll miss you.
Fucking going nowhere.
I told him, I said, listen, if an opportunity comes up and you don't have your passport,
you're going nowhere.
I will leave without you.
So whatever. We're launching the water, and then I was hoping that I could go for the launch and go to the day that we come out in public and go to every single store. And I've been sending all of my friends to every single store, and all of the water is already there. Like, it's so cool to see. Like, you can walk in Mexico, if you're in an Oxxo, you walk into every single store, there's already the water. Like, we're officially announcing it on Monday, but it's there.
Yeah.
That is so surreal. You know what I mean? Like, we made that. We fucking made that.
No,
and
it's amazing.
In every single store that you can possibly walk into. And that's just only the beginning of it. So...
but you'll be there soon.
I know. And so I missed that. I'm missing the launch. I'm missing on the 12th. We have a very important meeting somewhere where I wanted to show you guys, because this is the only thing in the world that exists like this. And I can't tell you what it is right now. And I'm missing out on that too. And then I know you guys don't know this, but we have 6 racing teams in Mexico. 6. You see Pato, IndyCar, cool. We have 6 fucking racing teams in Mexico. I can't go to any of their openers at all in any of the categories. And then also we have a baseball team in Mexico that we sponsor. And the opening like home game is on May 25th. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be able to make it. I'm still holding my fingers. I'm crossing my fingers. I'm fucking hoping I can go, because I got offered to throw the first pitch at the game.
And let me tell you something. I would really like to see that. Can you imagine my little sweetie? He's like,
So for all the stuff that I've been working really fucking hard over the past few years, it's all paying off right now. It's all like, all right.
In the same 6 weeks that you don't get your passport.
It all is. Like, it all starts right now. And this is just the world telling me, no, homie, you do it all from home and you coordinate from home. So I'm doing that right now. So that's been keeping me busy.
Well, I think once you get your passport and you do go back to Mexico, it's going to be that much sweeter, you know?
Oh my God. Can you imagine? It was just like the house. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Like, I am going to cry when I walk into a store and I see my water. I will cry, just so you know. And I don't fucking care what anyone says.
You should cry.
The guy at the OXXO is going to be like, why is this grown man crying after purchasing just a little bottle of water?
But you'll be able to do that in June, you know?
Yeah. Hopefully before that.
Hopefully before, but worst case scenario, you're June, and then you'll have the rest of the year to do all these incredible...
That's not true, because there's June, July, and in September, we're launching another humongous project.
But you'll be able to go to that.
I know, but what I'm saying is I have to pre-work all of the launch stuff, baby. You saw how much work this was.
Yeah, but
You understand what I'm saying? And then at the same time, Aileron in September is coming to stores in the US. So that's going to be another thing. And then in November, we have the biggest project in our lifetimes launching. So it's a packed year. I'm excited for it. But the other thing that I was working on this year was, this week is two things. One, I started giving out free courses. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Like financial courses.
I heard it. I heard you screaming.
Well, yeah, I made a video that was like 40 minutes long. I was just like, oh, this is going to be a 10-minute video.
Just yapping and yapping.
I was like, babe, don't worry. I'm just going to go into the studio and just shoot this 10-minute video. And it was like fucking 40 minutes each because I do Spanish and English.
I could hear you.
And the whole reason why I'm doing this is I'm so sick and tired of watching these people. There's two things. I get hired and it's a little bit hypocritical of me. Hypocritical of me to say this, but at the same time, when I go to these events and they pay me the money that they pay me to go, the first thing I walk in and say is, I am so sad that you guys have to pay so much money to be able to walk into these stores and into these type of events and learn from people that are flashing you billions of dollars or hundreds of millions of dollars, and they're charging you for it. Like, it's in our best interest as a society to get educated, to learn, because the better you do, the better everybody does, the better we all do as a society together. And that's a very selfish attitude that we have. And it started in the US kinda, and now it's bled to Mexico. And in Mexico, the thing is, there's actually like a combination of things, but mostly in Mexico is people that have never done anything, the fake ones, that have a following for something else, and then they're saying, I'm an expert at trading or investing and this, and they go do it. And in the US, there's the rich guy who pretends that he made his own money, that his daddy has the same name as his fucking dad, and he's putting up a course that his dad basically did, and he's trying to make money from people.
Yeah.
And it's so sad. Sir, if you're saying that you made all this money, right? Why can't you just help out a little bit? Why can't you just, and again, nothing is free. I understand that. But if you're a guy that likes to pretend to help charity because you go to the red carpets to look good, this would make you look even better if you just do it for free. So I was like, that's it. I'm done. I've learned so much from so many fucking industries. I feel like I'm a fucking Swiss, what are they called? A Swiss Army knife, exactly, with so many different things that I can do. And I was like, why the fuck not teach people the shit that has really made me money?
Yeah.
So that's what I started doing. So that's what you're going to put up with. I did another video today, which, by the way, lesson learned. You should never shoot outside when there's humidity. My hair looks like my grandmother's hair, basically.
You got the poof.
Yeah.
You get the poof.
It's absolutely insane. And then my hair gets curly and it's just a fucking mess. So I did that. And
that's the highlight of the week.
That is. And what else did I do?
You had cheeses.
I had cheeses. I also talked to my boy Hans. So my friend Hans, I met him through Aileron. Mm-hmm. And the reason why I met him is he has a company that makes these, like the shots. He makes plates. He makes cookware. He makes dishware. Plates. Like the most amazing stuff. He's in every major hotel that you go to. They're in the world, not just in Mexico. Like here, he came over to Texas and we went to Elera. And in Elera, they bring out our plates, and like the plates that they brought out were his. And that was just a random place that I selected, just for you to understand
the level.
He's been in business for 100 years. Obviously, it's a family business. And what I love about this man is he's so driven. He still works like he's got nothing. He's humble. He wants to learn more and do more.
He's super nice.
That is so fucking rare.
Yeah.
At his level. I've never met anyone like that. So I've been leaning on him because he makes special edition bottles of alcohol for the major guys. So I've been learning from him a lot, like, because I want to take Aileron to the next level. We're fucking killing it. I don't want to just kill it. I want people to talk about this and make it a fucking example in class and say, like, this is brilliant because of A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I want those reasons to be bah, 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 bah. And he's been helping me. And he's like the first time I get like an actual mentor to guide me in a place, because it's always me just fucking up, learning, and then telling everybody, you shouldn't do this because I already fucked it. Why are you laughing? But it's true.
It is.
So I've been working with him, which has been fucking incredible. And on top of that, just I'd like to ask you, when are we going to start doing some baking baked or cooking cooked?
Cooking cooked?
Well, you can also say when you're high, you're cooked. You're baked.
Next week.
We are next week?
Yeah, because we have to replenish everything that we left in LA. Like, we don't have anything. We don't even have a mixer.
Yeah.
I don't have anything. Like, there's no power. There's like none of the ingredients. So
yeah.
I'll get everything this weekend.
Thank you, sweetie.
You're
so we
welcome.
can start some baking bake. We can start the channels. I want to start creating more content. That's been my week. It's been okay.
Well, you got your studio, which by
Got
the
studio,
way,
which we got to fix the echo, which is clearly a problem. It sounds like we're both in the toilet. And I'm an expert at that.
oh, I know. Well, the rug comes tomorrow, and that will fix everything. But yeah, the studios are not amazing. I mean, thank God.
Yeah.
I took control over that. Alejandro wanted it to be red brick wallpaper in here.
It was going to look nice, trust me, guys, but this is really nicer.
This
it's
looks
just
perfect with the
Jose
house.
is the shit. That's the thing.
It's true.
That's the thing. Jose is the shit, and that's why this looks like the way it looks.
Also, my eye helped.
Jose is the shit. Also, Sergio, by the way, we're on our way to the third one of these. Before people know it, will be.
When am I getting mine?
By the way, can I say,
more people follow me, please?
I watched the video. I was on the YouTube Explorer page, and it showed me like the downfall of Salomondrin. I was like, there's a downfall to Salomondrin?
There's a video called that?
The downfall of Salomondrin. I'm like,
who? I hate people.
When did I fall? Like,
well, I mean, that's fairness.
I was like, damn, the downfall of Salomondrin, about to get a third one of these. It feels like, it's done, baby. That's it. Did you know that we're done? Did you know?
Just found out.
It's official. There's a guy that made a video. And the good thing is he's anonymous and just like does like a computer voice so that nobody knows anything. It's pretty cool.
Perfect.
I think we should name this episode The Downfall of Salomondrin so we can take away his SEO. There you go, Sergio. I'm writing it down. That's all I got. What do you got? Anything else to say,
That's
sweetie?
all I've got, sweetie sweets. Feels
All
good
right.
to be back.
Feels good to be motherfucking back, guys, after the downfall or during the downfall or whatever it is. I hope you guys enjoyed our chats with Sweetie. Obviously, I got my beautiful wife right here.
Nice.
Who's going to give me cheese.
Oh, no.
Got Sergio behind the keyboards, who's going to eat some cheese too. Fiona underneath my legs.
No.
And yours truly, Alejandro. And his downfall. Take it easy, guys. See you next week.
You're very clammy.
I am very hot.